So while looking at this fender, I noticed that some of the stuff can be lightly buffed off, the scratches. So I had a thought of trying to see if I can buff away some of these scratches. Now, obviously, there ain't no buffer that's gonna take the rust out or some of these heavier stuff, but I was thinking, there's no way I'm paying $500 for a fender or $450 for a used fender that's not even the right color. So this fender will more than likely be staying with this car. But if I can buff some of this stuff out, I'd be a little bit happier. And then this big dent probably gets slide hammered out, probably on the car. This hood, I'm sure, with a dolly and a hammer, might be able to bend it back. Whether I can get the fender this way or not, don't know. But this thing, yo, this fender's like, it's probably thicker than the hood of the Civic. This thing's like built well, so I don't want to get a Chinese cheap one. So I'm gonna see if I can fix that. But just out of curiosity, let's see if it will even buff out. So there we go. The fender looks 100 times better. I mean, you can still obviously see some of the deep scratches. But the lighter ones, I can't believe buffed out. I thought it was a goner, buffed out. Seriously, I mean, you can see some of the scratches I made, but can't believe it. So yeah, this fender's staying with the car. Pull, pull, pull with the slide hammer and weldable studs. Maybe hammer it out from the back. Fix this body line. Bondo. Don't know yet, but probably Bondo after it straightens out. Unfortunately, this headlight here is a goner because it's scratched from the bricks. Still, I'm going to sand it down, probably with like 400 gritting up, see if I can't smooth it out. I have a new one of these on order, but to see if I can make some of my money back on the car, I'm going to sand it down, buff it out. If it's worth anything, maybe I'll list it for like 50 bucks for someone in a new home, because you can get these covers from China for 198, I think I saw it. Brand new cover. You just bake the headlight, take it off, like a retrofit. I ain't got time. I want to be driving this thing, so maybe someone wants to make some profit on my headlight. That's fine. I'm gonna sand it out, buff it out anyways. Maybe I can somewhat restore it. And that's pretty much it for right now. It's looking super clean. I just need to let it dry out. I can put the factory floor mats in there that they gave me. It's time to clean the windows. Oh, that never gets old. It's time to clean the windows a little bit, clean the mirrors inside and outside. So this is day 2 of just messing around with the car. I have the bumper cover off with the grill. I have the headlight off. And then I have some miscellaneous trim pieces for the engine bay off. One of the engine bay covers is cracked. You can see some cracks right here, right there. And I'm missing one of these. I have it, but broken off. And one of these is broken off. So I'll be fixing that with my friend, the plastic repair stick. And then with everything off, the extent of the damage is pretty minimal. This duct has this broken piece, also plastic welded. This fuse and relay box right here. Sorry, the sun's pretty bad. Maybe you can see it. Fuse and relay box, cracked, plastic. Again, we're going to be going with our friend, the plastic repair stick. Maybe JB Weld on top of that, and then some like tape over it maybe, just to keep it waterproof and sealed, because I'm not buying a new box and redoing that. No way. This should be more than enough. Thankfully, I missed the compressor, but these bushings are shot, because I know when I start the car it vibrates really bad, especially against the frame. So I'll need to order these, then take a look at it. Probably order these too so it doesn't vibrate like crazy. Broke a bolt right here. Took it apart, saved it. It's all good. As for the fender, you can see the dents in this area. I have my spot welder that I'll be welding little tabs to after I sand it down in these areas, and be yanking it out with said slide hammer. So you weld it and then you like pull it out. I have the battery that's very corroded, disconnected. I gotta wait like 20 more minutes so the airbag system doesn't have any more power, because the last thing I want to do is get the fender straight only to blow all the airbags. So we're gonna wait for that, and while I wait, I'm going to be sanding this down so that I can weld to it. But way less repair than I thought. Obviously you can see this part's bent, barely bent at all. I'm not going to touch it. Well, I'll just sand it down, spray it with primer and rust preventing paint. That way it doesn't rust. Other than that, it has a little bend to it. Sure, not a big deal. We got this bad boy right on top. It's not gonna mess anything up. But yeah, time to wait and then get cracking and working.